In this particular lesson, we are going to learn how to do a bit of formatting to our content. Here I have gotten ready one document, but I have not saved yet. Let's save this particular document first. Let's save it as the same folder, sample3.html. Save as type, all files, save. Now I have the third one, the third document. So this one I can minimize. This is the page that we are going to look at. I have the whole structure. I have added two topics using heading level 1. I have also inserted 2 paragraphs here. I'm going to run this, launch it using Chrome. This is what I have. Now, it looks very plain, so I want to add in a bit of formatting. Here, what I mean by formatting is I want to make it to be in bold. I want to underline. I want to make it in italics. I want to highlight. So how to do these things, I'll show you now. Let's say you want to bold. For example, nasi lemak. I want to bold this particular word. I can use the B tag. Make sure you close the B tag. If you did not close the B tag, the whole content will be bold. Save this. And I have nasi lemak, which is bold. So whenever you want to bold, you use B. There's another option for you. Let's say fried chicken. I want to make it bold as well. I can use another one, strong. Strong. At the end of it, I can close strong. This will give you the same effect. So you can use B or you can use strong. Let's say you want to underline. For example, my topics, I want it to be underlined. So what I can do is, at the front part, I put U. At the end, I close my U. The same thing I'm going to do for my second topic, starting with U, and I close my U. Remember, closing is very important. If I did not close, the whole content will be underlined. So now I have my topics underlined. So you can even use it for the paragraph. Now, I want to italics, make some words to be italics. Let's say badminton. I want this to be italics. So I can put I. I close it with I. So I is for italics. Save this, refresh. So you can see that badminton is in italics. There's another way. For example, exercise, good exercise. I want it to be italics as well. I can use EM. Close EM. EM is to emphasize, but the effect is the same as italics. Refresh. Can you see? Good exercise is in italics. So there's multiple ways of doing things. Let's say you want to highlight certain things. For example, holidays. I want to highlight holidays. I can use mark. I can close mark. So mark is to highlight. Let's see what happens. It will be yellow in color. So whenever you want to emphasize something by highlighting, you can use mark. Let's say you want to cancel something. You want to strike off something. For example, friends. okay, friends, I want to strike it off. So what I can do is I can use S. Close S. Save. Refresh. You can see that it is strike. There's a line in between the word. Up to you where you want to put it. As long as it is not a valid statement anymore, you can put S. You can also use small. If you want a text to be smaller, for example, let me create one paragraph down here. P. This is a small text. Close my P. Okay. Save this. Okay. It looks similar to the other paragraphs, but this paragraph is very special. I want it to be smaller. So what I do, I can add in this particular tag, small, within the paragraph. When I do this, when I add this particular tag, okay, look clearly here, carefully, okay, it becomes slightly smaller. So you can use this for your footer of the web page. Usually the copyright place, you can put this as a smaller text. Another one is, let's say you have dates. Something like, it will be on the 1st of June. Let's say you have this particular statement. Usually, this ST will be slightly above the normal text. How to do that? So let me show you the current display first. So this particular ST should be slightly above the whole text. What I can do is I can use superscript, SUP. At the end here, I close my SUP. SUP is for superscript. If you want to move it slightly to the top. Save. If I refresh, can you see? This particular ST, this particular word is slightly to the top of the statement. Sometimes you have some mathematical functions or some mathematical expression. You have P, maybe x2 plus y2. This is one expression, and you want the 2 to be at the bottom, slightly to the bottom. If you want it to the top, you can use SUP. If you want it to be slightly to the bottom, you use SUB, subscript. Don't forget to close it. Here also I can put SUB. Use it wisely depending on where you really need it. Save, refresh, and you can see that number 2 is slightly at the bottom. So this is how you can actually make your display nicer to look at. You can stress on certain words. You can make mathematical expressions. You can put a proper date. So it looks a bit nicer to look at. So you can use B, you can use strong, mark, U for underline, I for italics, EM for italics, S for strike, small to have a smaller text, superscript and subscript.